Good morning everyone. Today, let us begin with a new chapter, that is Indian foreign policy. As we all know that foreign policy is nothing but it is the policy of a government to have a proper relationship with the nations or with the international institutions or organizations. This policy has been adopted by the first foreign affairs minister of our India, or the first prime minister of our India, was known as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. As we all know that foreign policy is always adopted by every country of the world to have a proper relationship with the neighboring countries or with the other countries of the world. As you know, an individual cannot live individual in isolation because he need to have some relationship with other individuals. In the same way, a country cannot live in isolation. It needs to have a relationship with some other countries of the world. For what purpose? To develop its economy, to have the proper foreign relationship, to develop the political relationship, to develop the social relationship, to develop the economical relationship. You know that in the world presently, there are near to around 200 or more than 200 countries of the world. Every country has its own foreign policy. Even our India has adopted its foreign policy even before independence as well as after independence, that is to have the proper relationship with other countries of the world. But our India has given most importance for the foreign policy when there was a radio speech which has been delivered by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, that was in the year 1946. That was in the year 1946. Since then, our Indian foreign policy is known as Nehru's foreign policy. There is one question for the 2 marks which is going to come for your examination. Why Indian foreign policy is known as Nehru's foreign policy? Remember, Indian foreign policy is known as Nehru's foreign policy because he was the first foreign affairs minister of our India and he was the first prime minister of our India who has made a lot of efforts to have the proper relationship with the neighboring countries of the world and the other countries of the world also. There is one concept which has been described by the experts, that is known as a sovereign country. What is exactly sovereign country? A sovereign country is nothing but a country which is not under the control of any other country of the world. Either it may be in the internal issues or it may be in the external issues. But remember, most of the countries of the world before in the ancient time, they were under the control of other countries of the world. Even though our India, it was under the control of Britishers. So, presently our India has got independence from the Britishers that we have achieved on 15th of August 1947. And since independence, we have made a lot of efforts to have the proper foreign relationship with the many neighboring countries and with the other countries of the world as well. And even presently, our India as a part of the international institution that is known as United Nations Organization is trying to maintain foreign relationship with many countries of the world. As there are totally 193 member countries in the UNO and India is striving to have the proper relationship with each and every individual nation. As you all know that India is trying to maintain the foreign policy or the foreign relationship, there are some important objectives, there are some important aims. As we are going to learn just now, where it is going to come for the 2 marks in your board exam, which is very, very important. In the examination, they are going to ask you as what are the aims of Indian foreign policy or what are the objectives of Indian foreign policy. Let us learn one by one. As you know, the first important aim of Indian foreign policy is national security. As you know that our India is bordered with many nations. There are many neighboring countries which are bordered to our India. But we are always focusing for the security of our nation, because no any other external aggression should be there from the other neighboring countries of the world. When we have a proper relationship with the neighboring countries, or when other countries have the proper relationship with our country, we will have a proper national security. And the second important aim, what is of the Indian foreign policy, that is developing the national economy. Although you know that when we have a proper foreign relationship, automatically the economy of our country is going to be developed. What is the reason? As you know that one best example, most of the multinational companies are not working only in their own country, but they are operating in the other countries of the world. There is one word which is used in the multinational company, which is known as a cross-border movement. What is cross-border movement? Cross-border movement is nothing but supplying of the goods from one border to another border, or from one country to another country. In the same way, our India, to develop its economy, we are focusing maximum on the exports and imports, so that our products will also have a greater demand, not only in India but also in the other foreign countries also. And third important aim, that is spreading the cultural richness. As you all know that even though there are many cultural aspects presently which are also operating in our India of the foreign countries also. This is by the way of what? This is by the way of foreign policy or the foreign relationship. The one best example which is there, KFC, which is known as Kentucky Fried Chicken. It is a foreign company, or it is a foreign food company which is operating in the other country of the world. And its food is also available in our India by the way of foreign relationship. The reason behind this is we can also develop, or we can also spread our cultural aspects even though in the other countries of the world, only when we have the proper foreign relationship. And the fourth important which is there, that is increasing friendly relations. As you all know that the number of relationship of India with other countries of the world since independence, it has always increased. Because of what? Because our India has not involved in any kind of the wars or in any kind of the fights with other countries of the world. But always we are focusing only to maintain peace in the world. The reason behind this is we want to maintain the proper foreign relationship with all the countries of the world. Because of that only, there was one important policy which has been adopted by our India, which is known as non-alignment movement. What is non-alignment movement? Non-alignment is nothing but not to join. Non-alignment movement is nothing but the movement which has been carried by India after independence, not to join in any of the war. It may be a cold war, or it may be any of the war into the world. And the last important aim which is there, that is to achieve the world peace. As you know that the second important council which is there of UNO, that is known as Security Council, which is known as the powerful council of UNO, which has the 5 permanent members, and there are totally 15 members which are there in the Security Council. All the 5 permanent members, they are the powerful members. All the 5 countries are the powerful countries of the UNO. And Russia has suggested to the United Nations of Organization as the 6th country. If you want to elect a powerful country or a permanent country in the Security Council, that should be India. What is the reason why it has suggested, why Russia has suggested to United Nations of Organization? The reason behind this is our India is a peace-loving country into the world among the 200 countries of the world. As always, it has achieved the peace and always it is maintaining the peace into world.